Divas. It's Wanda's from Wanda's Workbasket for all things creative and crafty with a little bit of inspiration mixed in. I have some blingy things that I finished that I want to share with you as like a post review, and I will attempt to put the companies from which I purchased them down in the description box. By the way, if you want to like and subscribe and you are on a TV, like, you know, through your cable feed or whatever, you go down, at least this is the way in Comcast, you put the arrow down as if you're going down to look at videos below it, and you'll see a timeline come up, and right above that timeline there'll be like 3 little symbols. You click the arrow up again and it won't go up into your original video, it'll go up and highlight those 3. You move it over till you get to the 3 dots for more, and it'll pop open a bar of different symbols. You go across to the one that is the thumbs up or thumbs down and choose one, and then you go a little farther and it's a flag that looks like it has a little cross in it. Click that, and that's the subscribe button. That's the red button. When that's red, you're all set. Thank you for supporting my channel and liking and subscribing and commenting, or one way that I know if I'm on track. If I'm on track serving you. My goal is to encourage you, to inform you. Whatever I learn from doing the bling things, I will share with you, and hopefully you can learn from that. But also, and most importantly, I want to encourage you to keep going. Things that are frustrating, just keep moving along, and it'll all come out in the wash. So today I'm going to do some post reviews on some fun and shiny things that I've finished recently, and then I'm going to show you what I seal it with and tell you why. Okay, so this is one of the purses, a new one, and I think I can't remember exactly where I got it. It was probably from one of the cheaper ones, like Your Best Deals or So Any Deal, or that kind of thing. These are all the leftover bling I have. And you can see that, you know, there are some of the petal-shaped, teardrop-shaped fancy ones. There's a lot of rhinestones. There are pearly cabochons. There are the cabochons with the star in the middle. Can you see those down there? Lots of, like I said, lots of rhinestones and more cabochons, basically in the red-orange. And these are the leftover drills. So what I do with them, I'll show you in another video soon to come, how I sort and keep all the bling I want to use, and what projects I reuse them on, and what I do with all my extra drills. So that's one set. I'm going to put that aside for now. I use anything that's going to get bumped around and abused a bit, like a purse would. When I first was doing them, these things would come off right and left with just the glue that was on these. What I use now is Aleene's Tacky Glue or Aleene's Jewel It Embellishment Glue. This you can embellish, it's a fabric embellishment adhesive, therefore it's washable, which means you can wash it and it's not going to come off in the washing. I've tested this on something, and a few videos previous to this, you'll see a review on one of the bags I'm doing. I believe it's a review, if not a work in progress. It might even be a work in progress. One of the bags I'm doing, and I'll show you one that I turned inside out. I washed it on regular washing. I wanted to really abuse it to make sure that it came out. I did not put it in the dryer. I hung it out to dry and then turned it right side out. There was only one gem that fell off of it, and that was probably because I didn't get the extra glue underneath it. Either it dried before I stuck the thing on, or I missed one. I always miss one or two. But save your extra drills if you are, there's a piece of fiber in the middle here. Probably came off of something and now it's stuck to the glue in there. Okay, come on. Now this has been done for a day or two. And to be honest, I can way too easily push some of these embellishments around. Yeah, way too easily. Did I use the fabric tack or the Jewel it? I'll have to remember, because it could make a big difference. Yeah. All right. It has been dried for several days, so it's not that. Anyway, the other one is the wreath I made for Mom. This is how it turned out. I love it. She loved it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to seal it, and I'm going to show you in a minute what I'm sealing it with. This has only been done a few days, and before I seal something, I wipe over it with a baby wipe to get any residue, like wax residue or anything off of it, and then I polyurethane it. These are really solid, really, really solid. And I used the tacky glue. I used Aleene's tacky glue to stick them on there. I can move them with a lot of force, but I don't want to do that, obviously. I looked around and made sure that they were all sticking down the way I wanted them to. That one I could re-glue because it was half sticking up. Alright, well I'll show you. I'll show you when I polyurethane it. It'll stick down for the rest of the way and it's not going to come up. I think I'm going to polyurethane the purse too because maybe that will help. This is what the back of the wreath looks like. It does not come with any hanging equipment. It's just black plexiglass. So you're either going to have to drill a hole through it carefully before you start, or maybe glue one of those little hanging brackets at the top, hot glue the bracket to the top, level it out so that you can just hang it somewhere, or use the command strips. I use those too. Alright, so we will polyurethane those. Another thing, you know what, I should show you, I'll show you these last because I put them on top of one of these other things I'll flip over. I want to do the review on the wreath. Let's put it that way. First, review on the wreath. I didn't need customer service, so I put an X over that. The canvas, I didn't measure it, but it's at least like a 40 by 40. Definitely special drills. The quality was good. It was $15. Was the price worth it? If I'm going to resell it, no. If I'm going to keep it and give it as a gift, yes. As a gift. Okay. Quality was smooth. You can't get smoother than plexiglass. Correct size for image, yes. It was full. And it was mostly all confetti. Poured glue. The symbols were good. This is the one where last half of symbols were just numbers on wreath, but letters on drills. So that was kind of confusing till I figured it out. Also, the drills weren't right because I got blue double pointed rhinestones instead of sunflower orange. And I do remember saying that in a previous one. So when I go down here to drills, I'm going to put a no and was there enough. Quality control, there was some trash in it, but the problem was with the numbering. So I'm going to give this about a 6. It was above average, but it's not fantastic. Okay, that's my system for that. And I wrote down the date I finished it, 6/28. I will then put that in my notebook with the finished, completed ones. This is the Wooden Bridge by Dreamer Design, and I love it. I did replace one of the colors with the shiny AB. They gave me 2 ABs to go with it. Okay, they put that in the kit. It's 28 colors. It is a 60 by 40, licensed by Marianthus. It's called the Wooden Bridge. This one reminds me of a place that we go in the Poconos. It's called Holly Ross Pottery, and they have a pond you walk back to, and it's in a pine forest, and there's a pond, and then it goes to the lake. And a friend and I were there, and I was showing her where the pond was and that. We went over the bridge, and I dumped my camera into the water. Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was a digital camera. Thank goodness it wasn't a phone at that time. But as far as this canvas, their customer service is excellent. I did 6/27. I think I finished. Something like that, 21. I got it in December, ordered it in December, got it in December of last year, 2020. I finished it June this year. It, let's see, was $45 at the time. Quality was good, smooth, quality canvas. It was the right size for the image. It had both confetti and color blocking. It was a full design. And the variety of symbols were very good. Easy to read field, great. True to picture ordered, yes, good. Drills, it was square, though it had some special ABs in it. And the quality and color of the drills, it did have some trash in it. There were plenty of drills, though, besides that. And there was only the normal amount of trash that I would expect in a painting. The drills were not uniform, meaning they weren't all shaped well, if you can understand that. It had trash and static and clumps in it, but it wasn't an overwhelming problem. I had run out, by the time I got to the end here, I had run out of 2 colors, but that was my own fault. I did that. I spilled them. When I was kitting up, I spilled some. So that's why excellent color customer service. I spilled drills, and they sent it to me for free. It's the bleep insurance. They don't care how you lost them. If you don't have enough, then what is that? Oh shoot! There's a hole in that drill. I didn't see it when I put it on. Alright, I'll have to make a note of that and re-glue a drill to that. So they sent it within the week. They sent it to me very quickly. Sent more drills quickly with no questions. I really like Dreamer Design canvases. I absolutely do. I know they have a rivalry with Diamond Art Club, and I like Diamond Art Club too. But right now, I mean, I've tried several ways of getting a hold of Diamond Art Club for one of the ones I was working on, and or ordering or something like that, and they never answered. That's been over a month, and they have never answered. I sent them a second time, no answer. I sent it to them through their own website. I'm having trouble getting in because I feel like I'm locked out. I have Diamond access, Diamond Club access. I get all the emails saying that these are, you know, a 30-minute head start on seeing the new ones that come out. I can't get into the site because I can't find my password and they won't email me a link. So Diamond Art Club, if you're hearing this, I'm having a hard time. I will only look on your site for very, very specific reasons. I'm not going to go out on my way to look at all the new stuff. But Dreamer Design has, you know, I heard complaints about them in the past about their drills not being uniform or well. And really, they give you so much extra, you don't have to worry about it. Oh, there's one missing in here too. See, I didn't get to polyurethane this fast enough. I have to be very careful with that. I'm going to fill the two in. I know I have extra diamonds to do it. So, no big deal. So anyway, I love their customer service. The next one I want to de-kit. This one, I just got finished doing it in the, with 4 Kids at 147. She had a June drill along, so to speak. It was like an advent calendar where you divided up your canvas into various quadrants and put a number on each of the quadrants. Now, she had a random generator that would, you know, she just numbered them 1 to whatever down to 30, because there's 30 days in the month of June. And she had a random number generator that would pick a number. Everybody would do that square for that day. Well, I went around and instead I randomized the numbers on the release sheets. And I only did what was underneath that release sheet for the day of the week. Like, for the first day, I'd peel up number 1, or I'd peel up number 2 for second day, that kind of thing. And I loved it. I had such a fun time. I got a big, fairly decent sized canvas done, a 40 by 50, within a month. I probably would have anyway, but it also prevented me from staying up all night and trying to get half of it done or a quarter of it done in one day, in one night. It forced me to take my time. It allowed me to do other crafts at the same time, to get other things done. Isn't it beautiful? There's nothing popping up. This is a pretty neat creative canvas, by the way. I substituted, for one of the colors, I substituted an AB in the yellow, and in the black, in the 310 black. It has a peacock type of shine on it. So you'll see some shininess on there. The drills are super shiny by themselves. I don't think I need to poly cover this. But I'm going to try to hang it up right away. So, let's go over these stats. Rose Garden Cottage, it's called. And this was the original picture. So, that's what I'm going to do with that one. This is their inventory sheet that they sent with it, and it was all there. They had the number, inventory number, they had the code, and they were very easy to read. The codes were very good. The number of baggies I should have gotten, and I did get 2 of the 30s, that's all it was. By weight, by DMC number, by the number of drills I should have gotten. So it's by weight and by number. Weight is what they gave me. Number is how many the least they had to give me. I have plenty of extra drills for all of it. And I don't know what these numbers are. I don't know what those two are. I did need, I finished it 6/29/21. I had this since August last year. I didn't need customer service. $38.15 was the price from Pretty Neat Creative. Yeah, I think it was worth it. It's a beautiful kit. 40 by 50 centimeters or 16 by 20 inches. Let's see. It was smooth canvas. It was the correct size for the image. It could have been a little bigger. It had both color blocking and confetti. It was a full canvas. It was a poured glue. I had to take the clear plastic off of it to put the release sheets on it. And I did that in the size. Variety symbols were good. I had no problems. Easy to refill, very good. There were a few little training wheels on them. It was true to picture ordered, yes. Drills, they gave me plenty enough. Quality and color, it was pretty much perfect. There were only a few that weren't. So I'm going to give this at least an 8. That was a really good canvas. Time it took was 1 month. One section at a time. Done along with 4 kids at 147 challenge. Okay. I don't need the inventory sheet anymore, so I'm going to take that out. I think I'm going to put this with the extra drill so that when I re-kit it, you'll see me doing that later in a coming video, I have the DMC number here because the code, this number, their inventory number is the only one that's on the bag. I think. But we'll check that out. So that goes for that next one. Alright. So that's my inventory system. I'll let you know the outcome. I'll show you what happens. Now I wanted to show you also, I got keychains from various places. I have to say these are some of the best sellers at flea markets, craft shows. These are a set of dogs. Get that there. I'm hoping you can see them. I'll come up close here. I'll move you in. Okay. They're the same on both sides. So you can see, whoops, a little hair in that one. It must have fallen. They're pretty. I like this one the best. There's a Chihuahua and a Collie and a Boxer, and I think it's another Chihuahua, and a Beagle or a Basset. I think the eyes look a little bit bleary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip these in the polyurethane and let them dry real well before I sell them, because again they're going to get banged around quite a lot. Okay, so that's one set. The dogs. These are, oh boy, these are the birds, the B1RDs. I like them. This one came, they all came with like googly eyes in it. It's really funny. Just a little closer in, hey? Right? A little closer in. Yeah. If you can see this one, I can see the number under the teardrop there on both sides. It almost magnifies it. So what I'm going to have to do is pop these off, paint a little white paint underneath there, and then re-glue it. That's frustrating. But these are pretty, again, on both sides. They won't last too long. Keep that one out because I have to fix it. I got some tulips. Oh, I have plenty more back. These are just some of them. I have to go to more than one craft show, huh? These are tulips. No two exactly alike. They're pretty. I like the white one there too, the small one. Upside down, of course. Oh. Same on both sides. No drills falling off. No drills that are see-through. These are fun. Cupcakes. Again, double-sided. The differences I've noted between some of the companies, these have a really thin ball and chain, where this came with a wider ball and chain. I don't know if you can see the difference here. Can you see the difference in the chains? Yeah, you can there. They both come with a lobster clasp. Lobster clasp is one that you, let's see, put that one down. The one where you pull the lobster open. Can you see that lobster claw open, and then let it release like that? That way you can hook it onto whatever you want. You're not sitting there trying to like put it on the ring a certain way and then knocking all the beads off. So those are the cupcakes. That's how they look. They're pretty. They look good enough to eat. Again, I want to dip them in the poly and let them dry super well. Here's cute ones. Garden, woodland animals. It's a raccoon. And a fox. Whatever doesn't sell at the flea markets, I will put up on my Etsy shop. Little mousey. Oink, 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 oink. Little piggy. And a rabbit. A rabbit, the long ear. They just have a black eye. Neat. Pretty, pretty. Yeah. These are the woodland animals. Although, I guess pigs you do find in the woods, but they're usually raised on purpose around here. That over here. Speaking of the woods, these are the wise guys of the forest. Who might that be? I like the variety of colors in these. That way they'll sell real well. Different colors to different people. They're really cute. This one, his eyes are kind of small. I'm not sure I like that, but it's cute anyway. I'm not going to go digging around on that one and changing the drills. It's not a big enough problem. These are beautiful. They are peahens. You know, like peacocks, but they're the hens. There are 4 of them in that packet. The only thing that I would change is it feels the head where there's no nothing to glue on, it's still sticky. They put a layer of stick all over it. The polyurethane on top of that should take care of that. It'll make it non-stick. Okay. I'm noticing a gem or two being knocked off. I did use tacky glue on this, Aleene's tacky glue, so they should stay. These could have been extra that fell into the works as I was making them. One more set of keychains I want to show you. Another Yummy Yummy. These make great gifts, by the way. If you decide to get a set from one of the Chinese companies, they make great gifts. I bet you can identify what these are right off the bat. Don't they look good enough to eat? Oh my goodness. Yummy, yummy, yummy. My favorite of all time. Okay, so those are the keychains. And I want to show you the can of stuff that I used. It's a water-based Min Wax polyacrylic. It's in the green tub. It's a protective finish. It's a clear satin. Now you can also get gloss and super gloss. I think you can get different kinds. I like the satin. I do like the gloss for like some of the little things, but I don't have an extra one right now. I have this. It's easy to use. I use a foam brush with it. And I stir it with a stir stick, or I just gently swirl it. Not enough to get bubbles in it, but just to make it mixed. Dip that in it and just go over it. One side at a time. That's basically, and let it dry for at least 24 hours. You can put a second coat on it too if you want. But that's Min Wax polyacrylic. Okay. It's low vapors, but you're supposed to do it outside. I just do it. I do it on our porch. And on this hot of a day in August, it's not August. It is June. It feels like August. I will not be doing the polyurethane today because I'm afraid it'll get cloudy. If it dries too fast, it will get cloudy. Alright, so I'm going to end this one here. One of the next videos I'm going to be doing is how I dekit, and more on how I dekit the bling. How I organize and dekit the bling. Okay? That's super important to me. Alright. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop by my Etsy shop if you're looking for cover minders and other fun things, scrapbooking kits and smashbook kits, that kind of thing that are on there. I'm coming up with a whole new thing. So, that's it. Have a beautiful, sparkly day. See you soon.